Welcome to another Guide 2 with me, MrSealyp. The Placeable Mill. This is a new mod for PS4. I'm assuming it's a new mod for consoles generally. This may well have been out on PC before, so when I put up in the corner, new mod, I've had a lot of people give me dislikes and saying it's not new, it's new to console, it's new to PS4. It may not be a new mod, but it is new to console. That being said, this is a mod by Slowtide63, in brackets, LS-MODCOMPANY. It's a nice mod. Nice textures, good quality, easy to place. It's an interesting one. There's a few things to look at with this. You've got your unload point. It's the placeable mill. It's a selling point for... We'll have a look in the store in a minute, but we'll have a quick look around it. I said texture's nice, some doors, some nice little, electrical boxes and various different things to make it a little bit kind of less flat and ordinary. Aircon unit. And then we've got here, it's an interesting bit, it's actually a water mill. Now, if you want to be really, really realistic, you're probably going to place this near water so it looks like it's real, We've got a water wheel, which is static at the moment. And what we'll do now is have a quick look in the menu. So, once you've installed it, in Placeables, the Lizard Mill is 52,000 of whatever currency you're using to place it. $100 or 100 whatever it is a day maintenance costs. Placeable mill for selling, and it says wheat, barley, rape is canola, OSR, oilseed rape, soybean, sunflower, and maize. Maize is your corn. So we'll take all those crops. And this is a sell point. It's not a storage side or anything like that. It's a sell point. So, once you've placed it, it will appear on your map as a mill. Now, there's already a mill on this particular map. On Sosnovka, we've got a mill down here. But when you place it, it will place as a mill, and it will also give the option to fast jump to it if you want to. If I click on it now and it highlights visit, it takes me to the mill. I know I was already here, but so that's how it places it on the map. Now here comes the interesting bit. If I go into the store and now look down on my left hand side at my selling points, the mill that's on there is the mill that's in game. As far as I can tell, it hasn't added another mill. Unless it's going to link it to that particular mill, there's no extra one. It hasn't added another slot on the bottom. At least it hasn't on PS4. It may do on PC, it may well do on Xbox, I don't know, but it hasn't on here. The only mill I've got is the one that's in game. That's why I checked to make sure there was one. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to sell some wheat into here. The trailer I'm going to be doing a guide to on, that's a new mod out as well, on PS4. So your drive-through point, it's got quite steep ramps either side, so for your longer lorries, trucks, semis, whatever you want to call them, you will get a little bit of that wheel lift, but it will take some of these higher and bigger trailers. There's plenty of room, as you can see, that the wheels lift, and once you get over the other side, he says crashing into the wall. Genius. Go that way, there we go. But the sell point triggers come up. Now the other downside to this, I say downside, because this is a covered sell point, if you've got any trailers where the actual trailer lifts, you're going to hit the top of there, so you might need to think about that as well. You might want to come right to the edge here while still technically in the trigger, and it will allow the trailer to lift. But this one doesn't, this one goes backwards like so. Our money is going up, very, very nice. And if we look here, it's saying mill 519. So we've just made 10,253. Now I've come back out of game and come back in again. That's not a bad price for 14,500 litres. Each load I did, I worked out some sums. And one load I did, I got 8,603. Another load I did, I got 6,379. The next load I did, I got 5,825. So the price is dropping. I did exactly the same, 14,500 litres. It was one load from the harvester. The price is dropping. So the question then is, well, where is the price? How do we know what the price is? If it's dropping, what is it? So if I go back into the store, the mill is still saying $5.19. Now normally, you sell anything, the price will drop a little bit, even if it's just a tiny bit. None of those prices have changed at all there. So I'm not too sure, unless I'm missing something really, really obvious. Because at the end of the day, scrolling across is all your different things you can sell. It's that column on the left hand side that tells you where your sell points are. Now according to that, the mill is at $5.19 and still dropping. Had I just sold a whole load and that was linked to the mill, that would have dropped even quicker. But it hasn't. So I'm not sure. I don't know how you're going to know if you've got a load of wheat, or any crop in particular, what you're not going to know what you're going to get for it. That's what I'm trying to say. Let's just jump out there. Which is it's a slight downside, but the other thing I meant to show you, as soon as you put a load in, the water wheel starts turning because it's now milling whatever crop you've put in there. The actual mill is now working, so whilst it was static, it's not anymore. That's now moving. Once it's processed however much you've put in there, the wheel will stop until you come and put the next load in. When you put the next load in, the wheel will start up again. It's a nice little touch, that. I like that. So the mill's only operating once it's got stuff in there to actually mill. Yeah, so back to the selling thing. The cracking thing about this is you can place it anywhere. It's a placeable, that's the whole point. So if you want a sell point for any of your grains, and if you're on a particular map where the sell points are a long way from each other, and you think actually I'd rather there was one central, or whatever you want to do, you could put 10 of these on the map. It's entirely up to you. The only thing I'm saying is I'm not sure how the pricing will work, because it might be that you could sell here and get a way worse price than one of the other sell points on the map. So yeah, don't know really. It's kind of pros and cons. I like it. It's a brilliant idea. It's a nice placeable to have. Is a mill sell point the first thing we would have thought of as a placeable that would be welcomed on the map? Most of the maps have got plenty of sell points, but at the end of the day, it does what it should do. I'm just baffled by the price. I don't know how to. And if I have missed something obvious, if there's somewhere on there that I'm really looking and being completely blind and I haven't noticed, please, please, please let me know. But that's it. That's the placeable mill from, I've got to find it on my piece of paper, Slow Tide 63, sorry, in brackets, LS-MODCOMPANY. It's a nice mod, got some pros, got some cons. The cons are very minor. At the end of the day, it's a sell point. It does exactly what it should do. Bring your crops here, sell them. Nice little touch with the water wheel. Like I say, the only minor little thing is not knowing what you're going to get for it. But that's it. I hope you found this useful and informative. If you have, give us a like. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do, thanks for watching.